What's up YouTube, Jamie the Kid 00 here, coming to you guys with a tournament report from the recent Kempston UK and Irish Dueling Series Silver Qualifier that was held today. I've literally just got back from it, and I figured I'd record you guys a tournament report of it because it's something that isn't Dragon Ruler, because you were a bit upset that I played Dragon Ruler at the Bronze. So I played this at the Silver and still managed to top, so that was always nice. I ended up going 4-0-2 with 4 wins, no losses and 2 draws, getting a draw round 2 and round 6, which was always fun. Ultimately, that ended up bringing me, I think I just said that ultimately brought me in 4th behind the 2x1, so I can't complain. Like, I'm pretty happy with that. Managed to get my top 4, got my playmat, got my bag, and got quite a few prizes, so I'm pretty happy with that. But either way, I figured I should I'd show you guys the list I ended up going with, because this is a list I haven't profiled yet, so I figured it'd probably be best to actually profile it to you guys now and see what you guys think. So I figured I'm going to get into the list first, and then we're going to talk about the matchups afterwards. Start things off, played the one Mooling Glacier. I never dropped this. I never dropped it in all the 6 rounds of Swiss. So that was great. The 3 copies of Tidal, the Dragon Ruler of Waterfalls. Tidal was incredible. Tidal was easily one of the best cards in the deck. I'd absolutely love it. I'm never cutting it down from 3 ever again. Like, I made that mistake before, and I'm never taking it down from 3. The One Abyss lead, he was muscle. I drew him a couple of times, and I actually summoned him once by his own effect, by pitching 3 and searching a sphere out of my grave. Like, it was so... Like, my opponent... I drew this, and my opponent played 3 Maxi, giving me 3 waters, and that was all I needed. But I was so upset when I drew this off. I drew this, and like I had a dead hand of this, and spells and a trap, and then I'd like Maxi. Oh, it was so good, so good. I then played the 3 copies of Mermail, Abyss Megalo. This guy clogged a little bit. Some of my hands were like really cloggy, so that was kind of sad, but it is what it is. Megalo was just pretty good throughout. I usually started siding one out quite a lot, games 2 and 3, because I felt that 3 might be a bit heavy in this deck, and maybe cutting it to 2 was possibly the better call, because I didn't really need the 3rd that often, but it is what it is. I then played the 3 Teus for the obvious Teus Aqua Spirit play, which I made 3 times over the course of today. I opened with the Teus Aqua Spirit play 3 times, and it was stunning, and it won so many games, so that was a thing. I then played the 3 Lind, because it's 3 Lind. Why not? Why wouldn't you play the 3 Lind? The 3 Pike. Pike is just too good. I remember I had one horrible game where I opened 3 of these. I opened 3 Pike, which was like hideous, and I managed to grind it out, but oh my god, it was so sad. I then played the 1 Turge. Turge was... I don't think I'd ever cut this again now after how good it was today. I made like a really incredible play, game 2, against in round 6 against Luke Leonard when he was playing Dragunity Ruler, where he attacked. I had a Lind face up in defense and a set Lind, which of course he didn't know was a set Lind, and he has like a big eye. Last turn he big eyed my Abyss Trite, and he big eyes the Lind that's face up, and goes to attack the set monster. That set monster is a Lind, of course. I then go Lind, get Pike. Pike ditches heavy infantry from my hand, and searches. I accidentally searched Lind. Like, Lind was the wrong search, so I ditched the heavy infantry, searched the Lind, destroyed my Trite that he'd big-eyed. Trite got me Turge out of the graveyard. Turge ditched the Lind. Turge ditched the Lind from hand and searched me a Gund out of the graveyard, and that then gave me enough plays to make Abyss Dweller and then summon Tidal and have Tidal attack over his number 74 Master of Blades to actually get me back on top of the game, because I couldn't kill that Master of Blades because I couldn't make Gaios with the cards I had. So I was really happy with that, because like it gave me so many opportunities to like loop advantage from like the one card I had in hand. So it was really nice. Like that ended up in a draw. Like that was just before time, but I was quite impressed with that play. I quite liked it. I then played Double Gund. Sorry to stop the profile there. Double Gund is Double Reborn. I felt the 3 was a bit heavy. Like at 2 it kind of clogged occasionally, so that was the thing. I then played the 1 Abyss Osea, and the card which I'm so happy I got back into testing was the 1 Mermail Abyss Dine. Abyss Dine was incredible today. During the first 2 games of my first round, I drew this both opening hands, and one of them was with a lead, so I was like, yay, 2 dead cards in hand, turn 1. But after a while, like, especially in the later games of Swiss, game 1, this card had so much speed. I can't remember entirely how I did it, but I ended up making being able to make a really unconventional shark, Bahamut shark engineer play by going. I think like I had one pike, I summoned a second pike, ditching Gun to get Dine, which got Gunned, and I was able to make like Bahamut shark engineer that way. So Dine was really nice. It's just another reborn, and like when I'm getting OTK, just the ability to have Lind set. And then Lin dies, gets this, and this gets the Lin back, and that gives you like 3 bodies to protect yourself from being OTK'd. So it's quite nice. And like if their attack over the Lind was like the only attack they're gonna have, you get this and get the Lind back, and then in your turn you have an instant rank 3 Xyz. So it's nice. For the Atlanteans, I played the 1 Dragoons, the 3 Marksmen, which I was able to loop against the Firefist player, which was really nice. Like I ended up taking out like activating 3 of these in 2 turns. So that was quite nice. I then played 3 Heavy Infantry, because Heavy Infantry is nutty. Heavy Infantry is so good, so I love this card. Then I played 3 Aqua Spirit. The Aqua Spirit build is, in my opinion, the best build, so why wouldn't we play that? I love Aqua Spirit, put in so much work today, especially in the last 2 rounds, so that was a thing. I then played double Maxi in the main, because I felt that Maxi was just going to be so good against so many of the decks that were coming out of YCS Toronto. And it was dead in 2 matchups. It was dead against Firefist-ish. I managed to resolve it against Firefist in game 1 when it was a little bit dead. And then it was dead against Gadgets, and I drew it against Gadgets, which was always fun. But in the other matchups, like the Dragunity matchup and the Dragon Ruler matchups I played against, this card was stupidly good. So that was 34 monsters. For the spells, I played 4. I played the 1 Dark Hole, and then the 3 Space Typhoon. That's all you need. You don't need any other spells, to be honest. The monsters have all the power. Just the spells. And then for the traps, I played 3 Abyss Sphere. Just because it's Sphere, and Sphere is a bit good. Then for the extra, we had the tokens for Draco Sack, because Draco Sack is a G. Then it's an entirely Xyz extra deck for the first time, I think, ever when I've been playing this deck. So we're going to be playing 4 R3s, 1 Leviathan Dragon, 1 Leviair, 1 Zenmains, this was really good today, 1 Engineer, 2 of Istrite. Like, this play with Bahamut was so powerful, and absolutely loved it. So that was the 3s. For the 4s, we played the 1 Bahamut Shark, for obvious reasons, the 1 Abyss Dweller, which won me so many games just because of its attack boost. I hardly ever used its effect except against the Dragon Ruler, the Dragunity player that I explained about earlier. When I made this and Tidal, I was able to like clear their board and then lock their grave with this, which was great. I then played the 1 Laval Chain because ditching Tidal is kind of fun. I never actually made the play where you like Laval Chain a Dragoons, banish the Dragoons with Aqua Spirit, and then Leviair the Dragoons back and make an Xyz. I never made that. I wish I could have, but I never had the need for it nor the resources. The 1 Maestroke, and then the 1 Gagaga Cowboy, which I think won me 1 game for the 800 burn. I ended up making Cowboy for game once. I think it was against the Gadget player. It was really good. And then for the 7s, I played double Draco Sack, which I made loads. I made both of these quite a bit. The 1 Big Eye and the 1 Gaios. I think I made every card in my extra deck at least once over the course of the day. I know that Maestroke was great when I like set I can't remember what I needed to kill, but I used it to set a card I couldn't kill, and then Darkhold the field and he lived, which was great. Yeah, I'm just having a look at my extra. I made every card in my extra except Leviair. I never made Leviair, which was kind of weird. For the side, I'm really happy with this side. I don't think there's really anything to change, which is kind of weird because I thought I wasn't gonna like it. I made it in the car journey down to the event, so that was kind of fun. So I played the 2 Effect Veiler. I don't feel the need for the 3rd. Then continuing on, I played 2 Twister. I just really like Twister. I had to change out Dust Tornado because I was playing Decrees, and Dust Tornado and Decree just do not mix. So Twister was far better. And then played double Xyz Encore for dealing with the Evil Swarm matchup. I never played against Evil Swarms. There were a couple there, but I never had to side this in because there was never a deck it was really relevant against. I then played double Iron Wall because Iron Wall is just really good right now, especially against the Dragon Ruler matchup and to a lesser extent, Dragunity Ruler. I then played Double Gozen. These went in against almost everything, and I only saw it against one Dragon Ruler player and the Dragunity Ruler player in the final round, so that was interesting. Double Debunk, I put this in about 4 games and I never drew it, so that was fun. No, 3 games and I never drew it. Double Decree, put this in against the Samurai player I played and the the Gadget player I played. I only saw it against the Samurai, and then I played 1 Transmigration of Prophecy, which I sided in a lot and I never drew, so that was fun times. To talk about my matchups and how they went, I guess I kind of should. Round 1, I ended up playing against it was Gadgets. I keep forgetting. It was Gadgets. I ended up 2-0ing him. I think he was a bit uncomfortable with his build. There were a few plays where he could have gone like Dweller and things like that, but he didn't. So I don't know entirely what happened there. Round 2 really upset me. I ended up playing against a Dragon Ruler player who was literally the slowest player in the world that I've ever played against. Game 1, I think we played about 7 or 8, maybe 9 turns, give or take, and that took 35 minutes. And they weren't even like big OTK push back and forth turns. They were just really simple. So he was just really, really slow. It took him so long to decide. He got quite a few warnings for slow play across the course of the day. And even when we went into time on game 2, he took 5 minutes to make 1 play and ended up getting a warning from a judge. A verbal warning from a judge, like, in time, so it was horrible. So I ended up getting a draw for that, because I lost game 1 to a misplay. And then game 2, we played like 3 turns and I absolutely demolished him. And I'm willing to bet I could have done it again, but I was just really upset by that. So I played on with 1-0-1 at this point. The next round I played against another Dragon Ruler player. And that was fairly simple. I had the maxis quite a lot of the time. I spent most of game 1 playing around Big Eye, only to find out that he didn't own a Big Eye afterwards. So like I made loads of really kind of bad plays, trying to play around his Big Eye, and he didn't have the Big Eye, so I could have like gone so much harder. But it is what it is. Round 4 was Fire Fist. Now this is a match that I really, if he watches this, is going to hate me even more. But I should have lost this matchup. We ended up progressing into time, game 3, long story short. We each won a game. Like, game 1 he ground out, game 2 I managed to win by opening like a really, really nutty field. I think it was the other way around actually. Game 1 I won because I had like Gaios, Shark, Trite, turn 1. Shark, Trite, Drakazak. And then game 3, we went into time and I misplayed, making Drakazak attacking his bear when he already had when he had a Tensu on field anyway, and then he had the Tensen. I made a misread and didn't think he had the second Tensen, and he did, and I didn't manage to kill that bear, and he ended up going in his turn, get another bear on field or something like that, get another big monster on field, and summon Maxi to try and push for extra damage. Then failed to pop the Maxi in his main phase 2. Which he put me 1,000 life points below him, I believe. Or it was like 800 life points below him or something like that. And I had been holding a Gund in hand for the longest time. And I thought I'd lost. I drew for my turn, drew a Teus. No, it was Bear, Vanity's Fiend, Maxi. And I think I was like, I don't know how much it is, but it was like enough that if the Gund attacked over the Maxi, I won. The problem was I had this Gund, I drew Teus, and I was like, I lose. Because I thought Gund had 1,000 attack. So I just, for funsies, summoned the Gund and attacked the Maxi. And I was like, I guess you win then. He was like, how do you figure that? You've just won, you've just done enough damage. I was like, what? And then red Gund, and it was 14, and I feel stupid. But like, if he'd have popped that Maxi, I would have lost. So I shouldn't have won that. But I won, and I guess a win is a win, really, but I still feel like an ass about that. That was turn 5 as well. And then going into round 5, I played against a person who goes to my locals who was playing Samurai, and in both games I kind of like really ruined the games because I had Pike, Heavy Infantry both games. Like I had the out to the Shia in both games, so that was the thing that happened. So I ended up winning that matchup 2-0 because I just had the answers to almost everything, and I had to blind space because if I didn't hit his good back row, I was going to lose anyway. I had to blind space to make a Teus Aqua Spirit play because otherwise I'd lose anyway. And I blind spaced, and the three back row, and the one card I hit was his D Prism, which was live. The other two cards were like Trap Stun, Musakani. So I hate to say it, but I sacked my way through quite a lot of this event. It's really starting to sound that way. So I ended up winning that match 2-0, and then round 6, I ended up playing against, as I said, Luke Leonard with Dragunity Ruler, and so a combination of me just being bad and him being able to play out of a really bad hand. He won game 1. Game 2, I got put really, really, really horribly on the back step, and then managed to play out of it with that Turge play that allowed me to finally push his life points over, because I pushed him down to like 900 really early in the game, and I just couldn't get rid of his monsters. He was putting so much on table. And then I finally managed to push him back, and then finally managed to make that hit. But by the time I did it, like no slow playing occurred. We just played for ages. It'd been a really good game. I'm still really happy with the way the game's played, and we just ended up going into time. So that was that. But ultimately, I'm pretty happy with the event. I ended up winning this mat, a Blue Eyes structure deck, a few boosters which like had some alright pulls in, I guess. You know, I'm kind of happy with that, and. I also got the stupid book bag that they were giving out for these top 4 things, which is like really horrible, but it's a bag, I guess. But otherwise, yeah, that's about everything I wanted to talk about. I think I'm about finished here. Yeah, this has been Jamie the Kid 00, and I guess I'll see you guys next time with some more Yu-Gi-Oh related content. And I'm looking forward to the gold qualifier and the finals of this event. So I'll see you guys when I do. Peace out.